Welcome to the Heal, Thrive, Dream podcast, where trauma survivors become healthy thrivers. Each month, we'll feature a theme in the trauma recovery and empowerment field. To promote your recovery, healing, and learning how to build dreams, here's your host, Karen Robinson, transformational coach and therapist.
Welcome to the Heal, Thrive, Dream podcast. Today, I have a guest, and her name is Kendra Pink. Kendra is an eclectic therapist, and that's exactly how I describe myself, Kendra, so that's beautiful. She is passionate about her clients becoming healthier versions of themselves and believes that anyone who is willing to put forth the genuine effort to achieve personal growth could transform the narrative of their healing journey. Kendra balances accountability and support while helping her clients navigate their daily struggles, but also encourages them to take back their power to be autonomous. Thank you, Kendra, for being here today.
Thank you for having me. This is so awesome, Karen.
Awesome. Is there anything about your bio? Because I know I condensed it just for the introduction, but is there anything that you want to share with the audience? I know that you're not just a therapist, but you also have a substance abuse background as well. Anything about that you'd like to share?
So I feel like there's just so much, right? One connects with the other, everything's intertwined. So when it comes to working with survivors of different types of trauma, betrayal trauma, sexual trauma, whatever the case may be, we all cope in different and sometimes unhealthy ways. And we all wear masks sometimes that we try to use as distractions or deters from people being able to see who we really are or what we have going on, or us being able to disassociate or disconnect from our own hurt. So there's just so much in that bio, which I love how you read it. Thank you. So you emphasized it in such a manner. There's just so much that bio just encapsulate and describe. So it's so vast. The human experience is just so vast and can be described in so many ways, especially when you're dealing with things that are heavy out here, whether it be relationships, whether it be the relationship you have with yourself. It's just, there's a lot. There's a lot going on within a person.
For sure. Yeah. And I don't know about you, I feel like sometimes when I go through a really hard journey, it really enhances my therapy skills. You just have so much more compassion for other people suffering. Do you have that same experience?
Yes, I do, especially the season that I'm in now. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel the level of understanding and the level of being present with them and feeling their emotions. Not necessarily the transference is there, but you can, it's in a way where you can really be able to speak to it for them and help guide them through it in a way that they can't see. Because sometimes our hurt can blind us in so many different ways where it just creates this fog around us. And having somebody on the outside looking in to give us like a little peephole or a little light in that darkness, it's amazing. It is amazing what your own crosses that you bear, your own burdens that you're trying to work through can do to help others in their times of need.
Yeah. And I know that you're in a little is not the right word, a big crossroads of healing right now. Is there anything about that you are comfortable with sharing today? And if you're not, it's okay too.
Sure. So I recently lost a lover of 22 years to a head-on car crash. And it was pretty traumatic. I had just seen him 9 days before that. And so just wrapping my mind around the fact that I no longer have him here in this world is really, I have peace with it. My spirit has made peace with it, but my mind and my emotions are still grappling with understanding and not replaying things. And it's an up and down battle every day. But what I find myself having done is making amends with maybe I could have done this better or that better, but apologizing to myself, apologizing to him, and just letting it go, accepting that I cannot go back and change those things. However, I can just forgiveness in general, right? Because forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for you. It's to set yourself free out of this prison, right? So being able to walk in that, cherishing all the memories that we've had, replaying things, not not acting as if he is impacted. No, he's still fully present. He's still who he is. However, being able to accept that he is gone and he will forever live on within me, no matter what others perceive or do with their experiences with him. I have my own. So it's just one of those things to where I'm really carrying it, not alone. I share it when I feel the need to share and I have my supports in place, but really just being able to get it out, sit in it, cry in it, laugh in it, just experience whatever emotion comes up in that moment and giving myself the grace to, and not feeling the rush or the need to like, oh, you need to move on or you need to do this. Or no, I need to listen to my body. I need to listen to my body. I need to listen to my energy and really make sure that I understand what it is that it's telling me it needs. Essentially, self-care in general, right? We got to be able to be in tune with who we are and what our body and our minds and our emotions are telling us to be able to provide that healthy outlet, that healthy support. Because only you can do the work. Nobody will ever be able to take this away from me in regards to carrying this pain and suffering. But I can choose on how I carry it and how I cope with it and how I address it on my own. And so today is a good day. Today's a good day to be present in what I have going on in my life and being around family and people that love me and care about me, and me being able to take the time to be kind to myself right now and give myself this space and this time away. I need it. So yeah, that's where I'm at with processing grief from my experience.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that you had such tragedy in your life, especially at our young age, right?
Yes, yes. It's definitely one of those things. This is the first time that I've experienced death this close, and to have been, like you said, at a young age. Even though I am 36, it's still technically from society's perspective, it's young, but it's just I've known him ever since I was 14. So we grew up together, and so like it to me, he's still this little boy, and to him, I was still this little girl. Yeah, we aged over time, but like essentially, I still saw him as the person that he saw me as when we first met. So it's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah, I said at our young age, not you and knowing how old you are. I know how old I am. I'm really not that young, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You look
So
beautiful.
oh, you're so sweet. Other than this big loss, would you say that would you describe yourself as I know you're a healer, but would you also describe yourself as a
Mm-hmm.
complex trauma survivor? What did you have earlier traumas in your life at all?
Yeah, I do. I do. Starting from the age of 4, I've had experience with molestation at 4, and then in second grade, I was the survivor of an abusive marriage. I saw abuse within the home as I was growing up. So complex trauma, I'm very familiar with and very much understand and can help people be able to understand healthy and unhealthy, establishing boundaries, communicating emotions. So yeah, so that particular niche, I feel comfortable working in that vein and in that groove.
Do you think that the traumas that you've had, do you think that had anything to do with you being a therapist today?
I do. I would definitely consider myself as a wounded healer. I would definitely fall in that category. And making the choice, Karen, to not be a victim, being a
Mhm.
survivor of it. learning how to be a leader through it, a survivor leadership role, being able to take the story on. Yes, this happened to me. However, it doesn't define who I am. I can still move forward. I can grow. I can heal. There's so many things that I can do with this stuff, right? Like I don't have to hide in the shadows. And it is a conscious choice and it is an intentional one too. And it's not for everybody. And it is a challenge. It is a challenge because you have all these things out here as distractions. You got your family, friends telling you this, society telling you that, like you're at war within yourself. There's just so much. But being able to sift through the noise and really staying true to what do you want? What do you want? What do you want to do with your story? How do you take back your power and change the narrative, right? Because something that has impacted you in a negative way can essentially be transformed into something beautiful. Rising of the Phoenix, right? So there's just so many things. There's so many things. And I have grown and matured from a personal and professional perspective throughout everything I've experienced. Everything. It shaped my practice. It shapes how I show up as a therapist. So for me, I don't regret or take back anything because I wouldn't be who I am if those things didn't happen.
What did you focus on in your healing be, before and after being a therapist, becoming a therapist? What really resonated? How there's so many different ways to heal out there. What really resonated and worked for you or works for you?
For me, addressing I am the survivor of abandonment and rejection. So starting there opens up so many doors, right? Emotions, feeling as if you're not enough, conditions of worth, no matter what I do, what I accomplish, because I'm an overachiever as well, recovering control freak, not with other people, but just within my own life.
I know.
How things are supposed to be very strategic and OCD, like all this stuff, which is essentially not realistic at times. And I've had to learn and grow and let go. No, it doesn't always have to go this way. Like you can allow it to be free and develop naturally, but really processing and addressing the abandonment and rejection and being able to accept that it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And not internalizing those emotions, whether it was from my parents, whether it was from friends, whether it was from significant others, family, whatever. Not taking it on as something was wrong. Something was wrong, but that I wasn't enough. Because for the longest time, it was just like I struggled with not being alone, but being alone as if I didn't have nobody. I didn't have nobody that I could share who I was. And I knew I was different. I knew that there were things and gifts that I had out here that society would misunderstand or paint a picture or label or whatever the case may be. So feeling a sense of loneliness in that. And am I the only one out here that feels like this? And is it okay for me to just walk this journey alone? And for so long, Karen, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. I would try to connect with people, knowing that I shouldn't be connecting with them, knowing that I still felt alone, even in the presence of all these people, still felt alone. It's maneuvering through that. It's probably the biggest challenge for me. And so that acceptance, that self-acceptance, that self-value, that self-worth, that self-love, self-respect, all that, cultivating that and then transitioning to understanding my emotions and being able to communicate them and establishing boundaries with that too, because they don't teach us boundaries as we grow up. And
That's right.
it's really sad because if they did, we as human beings probably wouldn't have the issues that we have when it comes to people pleasing, avoidant behaviors, anxious attachment, all this stuff within our relationships. And so just being able to accept my humanity, but also cultivate a connection with my emotions that wasn't cultivated from my upbringing, something that I had to do. I had to reparent my inner child, Karen. Yep, sure enough did.
Yeah. You say it the way you say it, it's yep, that's just the way it is, and that's what had to happen.
That's what had to happen. It was just like, girl, you having these expectations of people like being these support systems and them showing you that they can only give you what they have. Whether you accept that or not, that's your choice. And so being able to meet people where they are and accept that who you're showing me consistently, this is who it is. Yes, it hurts my feelings, but I can't change you. I can change myself. I can change how I respond and how I react to these things, but I have to work on me and how I show up in this relationship.
I really appreciate everything that you're sharing. You're vulnerable and authentic, and I think that's so important in the work that we do. Otherwise, I can't
Yeah.
imagine going to therapy and having somebody cold. And it's happened, but I don't stay around for that. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, but I also wanted to give you an opportunity to talk more about your business. I believe you're in private practice.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for you to
Okay.
share more about the work that you do, the
Okay.
services that you offer.
Okay.
So please.
Yeah. So yes. So I have my own private practice. Have been in my own private practice for the past 2 years. I specialize in sex and porn addiction, affair recovery, and sex therapy. I specialize specifically working with partners partners of sex and porn addicts, individuals who have experienced partner betrayal trauma or are working through partner recovery work, whether it be affair recovery or sex and porn. Really doesn't matter because it all parallels. The feelings are the same, the experiences are similar. So it's really the same work, just a different topic. I offer individual sessions. I offer group therapy. Like you mentioned in my bio, I do have an eclectic approach because nobody's cookie cutter. And I'm a firm believer of, as a therapist, you need to have as many tools in your tool bag that you feel confident and competent in using to be able to show up for your client when they show up for themselves. So it's just, okay, today I need this. Okay, let me look in my bag and see what I can pull out so we can work through this. And just being able to hold space, give them an outlet to share, because most of the things that they're talking about, they haven't talked to anybody about. They don't feel emotionally safe. They don't feel seen. They don't feel heard. So validating their humanity, which, as I shared before, I struggle with as my own individual person. So being there and holding space for them in that regard, but like you read in my bio, taking accountability, helping them take accountability and supporting them through how can we change this? How can we work through this? And it's been a beautiful thing. I see all different types of clients, as those are just my specializations. So I have clients across the lifespan. My youngest clients right now they just turned 12. And then I have clients that go all the way up into their late 50s, early 60s. So for me, I've been able to find a niche of being able to work with men and women, adolescents, young adults, just being able to provide support to just people who really are trying to figure life out, understand what it is their purpose is, trying to accomplish goals, trying to find a sense of identity. And so it's just, I really love what I do. I really love what I do. I don't do it for me. I do it for them. I do it for them. And this is my gift to give away, not to keep.
Yeah.
Me being able to be in private practice allows me the space to be the therapist that I strive to be. And for me, it's safe for me and it's safe for my clients.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Kendra, it's been really wonderful having you today.
Thank you
I'm
so
glad that we
much.
finally got to my words.
Yes.
I'm glad we finally
It's
got
okay.
to.
Yes, me too. Because I knew by the time I did get this conversation with you, I would be in a place where it's just, okay, I can talk. I can talk now. Yeah, this was really good. And then the environment and the space that I'm into, it was perfect. All perfect.
It ends up working as it's supposed to. We give it the time, space, and
Yes,
energy. and not
Yes.
judge. Like
Mhm.
sometimes we don't get to that beautiful space until we go through a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's just like you got to go through the shit to get to this place of, oh, I enjoyed this. Is nice. I had to go through that to get to here. I wouldn't say I was going to do that again, but it was definitely worth it.
All right. Well, please take care of yourself.
Thank you so much, Karen.
Thank you for listening in today. Please join us next week, same day and time. Also, I would love for you to check out my website, healthrivedream.com.